Hi and hello. In today's video, we're going to divide two polynomials. But before we divide two polynomials, I'd like to review how we divide two numbers. So let's check out 277 divided by 12. For long division, we get our setup 12 on the outside, 277 on the inside. And then as we go, we're just trying to make 12 multiply into our first term or our first collection of terms, subtract the difference, and repeat. So we check how many times does 12 go into 2. Since 12 doesn't go into 2, we move on to our next term. How many times does 12 go into 277? 12 goes into 277 twice. We multiply 12 by 2. We subtract down, and then we bring down the next term. 12 goes into 37 3 times. Now we have two options here. We could leave that 1 as our remainder, or we could drop a 0 and get a decimal. It's going to be much more analogous to what we're doing is if we treat it as a remainder. So we'll have 23 and 1/12. Another way we could write this is that 277 is equal to 12 times 23 plus 1. So to divide two polynomials, we're going to use long division. We'll set it up the same way. If I want to divide 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 5, if I want to divide that by x squared plus 3x plus 1, I'll put the x squared plus 3x plus 1, same place I put the 12. I'll put the 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 in the same place. I put the 277. And then our process is largely the same. I want to see how many times does this polynomial go into 4x cubed, and then subtract it down to find the difference. And just repeat this until we've worked all the way through. So x squared goes into 4x cubed 4x times. I'll then multiply the whole divisor by 4x. And then we'll subtract down, just like we would with long division. 4x cubed minus 4x cubed is 0. These two terms, the first two terms, should always cancel. 2x squared minus 12x squared is negative 10x squared. 3x minus 4x is negative x. And then just like I brought down that last 7, I'll bring down the 5. And now our process repeats. I need to get the x squared to match negative 10x squared. X squared goes into negative 10x squared, negative 10 times. So I will multiply the whole divisor by negative 10. And then subtract down. Now we do need to be careful with our negatives. We're subtracting, every time you subtract a negative, remember it's addition. So negative 10x squared minus negative 10x squared is 0. Those two terms should always cancel. Negative x minus negative 30x is 29x, and then 5 minus negative 10 is 15. Now that what we're left with our dividend is of a lower degree than our divisor, x squared does not go into 29x. We found our remainder. So I'm going to treat it the same way I treated the remainder in long division. I'll take my remainder and I'll put it over what we divided by. So 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 divided by x squared plus 3x plus 1 is 4x minus 10 and a remainder of 29x plus 15. Let's check out another example. 6x to the fourth plus 5x cubed plus 2x plus 8, and I want to divide that by x squared plus 2x minus 5. So I'll put my x squared plus 2x minus 5 where the divisor goes, and then underneath will go my dividend. However, one thing to notice is that there's no x squared term. We jump straight from x cubed to x. Because our like terms, because as we're doing subtraction, we might end up with an x squared we need to pay attention to, I'm going to include a 0x squared, just as a placeholder. And now we'll repeat. I want to know how many times does x squared go into 6x to the fourth. The answer is 6x squared times. I will multiply the whole divisor by 6x squared. So 6x to the fourth. 2x times 6x squared is 12x cubed. And minus 30x squared. All right, this is exactly why I included that 0x squared term, because otherwise that minus 30x would have nowhere to go. So as we subtract down, 6x to the fourth minus 6x to the fourth is 0, as it should always be. That should always cancel. 5x cubed minus 12x cubed is negative 7x cubed. 0 minus negative 30x squared is plus 30x squared. And then we'll bring down our next term, plus 2x. And then we'll repeat. How many times does x squared go into negative 7x cubed? And the answer is negative 7x times. We multiply our entire divisor by negative 7x. So we get negative 7x cubed minus 14x squared plus 35x. We will subtract down. Negative 7x cubed minus negative 7x cubed cancel, as it should. 30x squared minus negative 14x squared is 44x squared. 2x minus 35x is minus 33x. And then we'll bring down our last term, plus 8. And again, how many times does x squared go into 44x squared? The answer is 44 times. We'll multiply our entire divisor by 44. And subtract down. 44x squared minus 44x squared is 0. Those should always cancel. Negative 33x minus 88x is negative 121x. 8 minus negative 220 is plus 228. Since we're at a point where our divisor has, since we're at a point where our dividend has a lower degree than our exponent, we are done. Our answer, 6x squared minus 7x plus 44, with a remainder of negative 121x plus 228.